Hi, my name's Anica, and today I'm excited to share with you how you can draw a bird easier and faster without using a pencil but only using your brush. Did you know that one of the fastest ways of improving your birds is by getting comfortable with their silhouettes? And the fastest way to do that is not to fuss around with a pencil, just by using your brush. I have a round brush here. It's actually a no-name brush, but it has a nice point because it's still new. I'm going to start with the beak, and just by pressing down, I have a beak. And I'm watching the negative space between the beak and the forehead, coming around like this, and I can see that the throat comes down like this. So we'll just colour this in. We're not worried about the colours or anything at this stage, just the silhouette. So now for the body, and on this side like that. And now the tail, it's just a bit of a rectangle to start with, and then the ends of the tips of the tail. Then there are the undertail feathers, and the leg comes out in line with the throat up here, and so it comes out. But then the toes, the end of the toes will meet the end of the chest. And there's our silhouette. And then we can practice again. So we have press down to create a beak, and then the silhouette for the head, and it goes around and then comes down like this. There's the beak and the throat, and now the body, and then the tail. The undertail feathers, the leg will come out where the throat is, and the toes will come to the chest area. And we can see that the second one is better than the first one. Before we paint our last bird, let's practice using our brush and creating some beaks. We'll load our brush and then roll it, and then with a fine point press down and press onto the belly of the brush and see what kind of mark we can make. If it's a small bird, it might have a tiny mark like this, but a sparrow has a thicker one like that. In fact, this last one looks really good because he has a slight hook to the upper part of his bill, and that's excellent. So just keep practicing. It really helps to keep the brush very parallel to the paper, because that way we can create different types of bills. With this one that's a little bit fatter, pressing it down like this really helps. But that one there, that's the best one. Now for our third sparrow, I'm just going to mix a little bit of buff titanium with a touch of neutral tint just to make it slightly darker, and roll the brush like this because it naturally makes a finer point. There we have a nice beak. And then the forehead and the top of his head, and coming down for his nape and the throat, and I'll just colour all that in, and then his back, his front, and his tail. And his feet, coming down from his throat area, we'll just extend them out like this. And his toes, they won't come out further than his chest. Here's his other foot. Now that this is still wet, I'm going to drop in some yellow ochre and a little bit of pyrrole orange, and I will, this is his back area, so it goes around like this, and this is the perspective that we're looking at. Is there's the ball of his wing, and then a big triangle down here with his primary feathers, and on the other side leaving a diamond shape in there. And I'll paint the tail. Whoops. And his head. Give all that a little bit of colour. And now I'll wait for it to dry. And now that it's just about dry, let's put in our main lines. So the beak, and because we're seeing the head from the side, this will kind of cover the beak a little bit like this. And his eye will be here. Now, the ball of his wing will be there, and you can see a pattern within this area of dark feathers. This one's a bit like that, and then there's a funny type of shape that goes around like this, dark in there. These are his back feathers, the tertiary feathers. We'll just go like that. And then he has his primaries, and on his tail, of course, one overlaps the other like this. So one has more border seen than the other. Let's do it like that. Now, with our brush, we'll try to utilize as much brush power as we can. Now, there are other strokes that we can use, like that. Or when it comes to feathers, we can just move the brush around like this. Or just a little bit like this. And then when it comes to the ball, when we're doing something round, you can just swirl the brush around. With his tail. So on the feather that's on top, see what the brush can do? It can just do all the painting by itself. Here we have to be a little bit more careful, like that. Now I'm going to go into these areas and just gently move the brush around like that. In fact, the less I think about it, the better it's going to turn out. So I'm just going to do it like this. And coming in on this side. Like that. He does have some shadow on his back. So I'm putting that in like this, and then I'm going to quickly blend it out. And going up to his head, let's put in his eye. And the bottom of his beak can be a bit darker. And then the shadow under here with a bit of neutral. Let's just pull it in like that, and his foot on this side will be seen a bit more. He does have a little bit more darkness in this area up here. And in there. So I'm happy to leave him like this. If you've enjoyed this video and it's given you some ideas on how you can improve on your birds, I'd love you to leave a like, and if you'd like to see some more, press the subscribe button and you'll be notified of new videos as they come. And thanks for watching. See you soon.